Hello, dear students. We will move ahead today in chapter number 1, that is chemical reaction and equations. In the previous lecture, I have taught you about the characteristics of a chemical reaction, means how will you characterize a reaction as a chemical reaction. So, different things I have told you about that previously. Okay, I have taught you about in a chemical reaction the color changes, okay, the state changes, the temperature changes, evolution of gas also there. So these were some different things we have talked about yesterday. So today we will we will just study in detail about these things. Okay, so first thing, you are characterizing a chemical reaction by a change in color. So first we will just study in detail this one topic, change in color. Change in color, how a color changes in a chemical reaction, this we will talk here today. Okay, and what are the examples for that, where the color is changing. So we will take such chemical reactions here also. So change in color means in some chemical reaction you can say there is change in color also. Not in all chemical reactions. In some chemical reactions you can see there is a change in color also. Okay, but it is not in all the chemical reactions. Just remember it. Okay, in some of the chemical reaction we can see there are the changes in the colors. Okay, so we will take some examples here. Example number 1, we will just study with this example. So example number 1, if you take, so now see, if you have seen this also, rusting. Have you read about the rusting? What is rusting? Rusting, what is rusting? Means when iron comes in contact with oxygen and the water. When iron when iron suppose you have an iron nail, okay, you put it outside. You have an iron nail, you put it outside. So when you are putting it outside, it will come in contact with the oxygen, and again it will come in contact with the water, with the moisture present in the atmosphere. So means the iron nail is going to come in contact with oxygen, and it is coming in contact with the water also. Okay, so when this is happening, so there you can see the change in the color also. Okay, what is happening when the iron comes in contact with oxygen and water? When the iron comes in contact with oxygen and water, then there is a reddish brown layer over the iron nail. So this is known as rusting also. Okay, means when, I'm just writing here, when the iron nail comes in contact with oxygen and water, then we can see a reddish brown layer, a reddish brown layer over the iron nail. So this process is called rusting. This process is called rusting. Okay, now how this is happening? Just iron nail means Fe, this is iron, is coming in contact with oxygen, and again it is coming in contact with the water. Water is how there? Water is there present in the atmosphere. Okay, that is the water which is going to come in contact with the iron nail. Okay, so what you are going to get from here? You are going to get Fe2O3 into XH2O. This is the rust. This is rust. This we call the rust. So this is the coating of the rust which you can see over the iron nail, reddish brown color. Okay, so here iron nail, it is blackish color, like black color. So now it is changing into reddish brown color. So again you can see a change in the color. So it means a chemical reaction is taking place here. Are you getting this? Yes. This color, what is the color of the iron? Color of the iron is black light. Okay. Now it is changing into reddish brown color, which is the color of rust. Okay. So again, this is an example of chemical reaction where the change in color taking place. Are you getting this? Okay. One more example we will study here. This is the example of when you dip the iron nail. You have an iron nail and you dip this iron nail in a solution of copper sulfate. You have a solution, you have a beaker here, like glass, like beaker like. Okay, there you have a solution of copper sulfate solution. Okay, there you dip the iron nail, and while you are dipping the iron, as soon as you dip the iron nail in the copper sulfate solution, the solution becomes from blue to green, blue to pale green light. Okay, so again the color is changing from here. Okay, so here you can see when iron nail is dipped into the copper sulfate solution. This is the another example I am just taking here. When iron nail is dipped into copper sulfate, CuSO4, that is copper sulfate solution, CuSO4 solution. What is the color of the copper sulfate? Blue color. Okay, then its color changes from blue to pale green, blue to pale green. Again the color is changing. Okay, how it is taking place? Just look here. You have a copper sulfate solution, that is CuSO4. Now you are just dipping there the iron nail. Iron means Fe. So when you dip iron in copper sulfate solution, so they are going to react with each other. What will happen? This Fe will displace this Cu. Okay, this is the copper sulfate solution, this is the iron nail. You are dipping the iron nail in the copper sulfate solution. What will happen? The copper from the solution will be collected over the iron nail. The copper from the solution will be collected over the iron nail. Are you getting this? And now the solution becomes not copper sulfate, it will become the iron sulfate solution, FeSO4 solution. And from here this copper is going to be deposited over the iron nail. Okay, the copper will be deposited over the iron nail and the solution will become not copper sulfate. Now the solution is of iron sulfate solution. Okay, so the color of the copper sulfate is blue and the color of the iron sulfate is what? Pale green. Okay, so this is how you can see there again a change in color taking place. So this is again example of chemical reaction where the change in color is taking place. Okay, this is another example. Okay, so this is the example of displacement reaction. Some other in the lectures ahead we will talk about the types of reactions. Okay, in detail we will talk, but here I can tell you, here iron has displaced copper has been displaced by iron. Yes, copper has been displaced by iron. So this is an example of, you can say this is an example of displacement reaction. Now what is the displacement reaction? We will talk about it later. In detail we will talk about the types of reaction in the next lecture, means some lectures ahead there we will talk about the types of reaction. Okay, but right now you can see this is an example of displacement reaction. Are you getting this? Okay, so these two chemical reactions shows that the color is the change in color taking place, and this is an example of chemical reaction. Are you getting this? Very good. Now see some more examples I can tell you here. Okay, let me erase this first we have to note it. Okay, now some other examples we'll take here. One example is of this. You can see what is the color of the potassium permanganate. Color of the potassium permanganate is purple color. What is the color of the potassium permanganate? Purple color potassium permanganate. That is the color of the potassium permanganate. Are you getting this? What is the color of the potassium permanganate? Purple color. Okay, now when you add some citric acid in the potassium permanganate solution. Okay, third example I am taking where the change in color taking place. when few drops of citric acid, you can see, where do you find this citric acid? Where can we find this citric acid? Yes, in lemon, in the in citrus fruits. In citrus fruits there is citric acid. Okay, so you can see citric acid which is present in lemon. Okay, yeah. So when few drops of citric acid is added to purple color of potassium permanganate, to purple color of potassium permanganate, chemical formula is KMNO4. You have to learn this. Okay, so when few drops of citric acid is added to potassium permanganate which is purple colored, so what is going to take place here? Its purple color is going to be what? Colorless now. It is going to be colorless now. Okay, it is going to be colorless. Okay, so when few drops of citric acid is added to purple color of potassium permanganate, then it becomes colorless. Okay, so what was the color of potassium permanganate? It was purple. Okay, now it has become colorless. So this is again an example of chemical reaction where the change in color taking place. You can see, yeah, a chemical reaction is taking place here. Okay, are you getting this? Very good. Now how it is happening? If you see potassium permanganate, there is MnO4 negative. How it is taking place? In potassium permanganate there is MnO4 negative. This is magnet ion. Okay, so KMnO4, in KMnO4 you can see MnO4 negative. Now this MnO4 negative is changing into Mn2 positive. It is changing into Mn2 positive. You can see the oxygen has been removed from here. MnO4 negative, there was oxygen. Now it is changing while you are adding this citric acid. So this MnO4 negative will be changed into Mn2 positive. So oxygen has been removed here. So the reaction where where there is removal of oxygen, so such reactions are known as the reduction reaction. So this is an example of reduction reaction. Why reduction reaction? Because oxygen has been removed here. Okay, now at the same time where you have the citric acid is also there, because you are adding the citric acid now. So this oxygen will be added to the citric acid and there is the oxidation of the citric acid. So citric acid is oxidized. The oxidation of citric acid taking place. Now in the same reaction, one chemical reaction is taking place. In one chemical reaction you have reduction of MnO4 negative. Now in the same chemical reaction you have oxidation also, oxidation of citric acid. This oxygen will be added to the citric acid. There is oxidation. Now such chemical reaction where reduction and oxidation means addition of oxygen. So addition of oxygen taking place here. This oxygen will be added in the citric acid. Reduction means removal of oxygen. Okay, now if in one chemical reaction you have oxidation also and you have reduction also, so such chemical reactions are called redox reaction. Which one reaction? Redox reaction. Okay, so this is an example of redox reaction. We will study in detail about the reduction reaction, oxidation reaction, redox reaction. In detail we will study when we will study the types of chemical reaction. Are you getting this? Yeah, so this is taking place. So this is again an example of chemical reaction where the change in color taking place. Purple color of potassium permanganate changing into colorless. Are you getting this? One more example we will study, and the example is when acidified potassium dichromate solution. Let me read it again. When SO2 means sulfur dioxide. So when sulfur dioxide, you keep writing this chemical formulae somewhere in your notebook separately. Okay, yeah, you have to remember this. So when sulfur dioxide is added to acidified potassium dichromate solution. Potassium dichromate, that is K2Cr2O7. This is the formula for potassium dichromate. Okay, so when sulfur dioxide is added to potassium dichromate solution, then what is the color of the potassium dichromate? Its color is orange. Now it is changing into green. Then its color changes from orange to green. Okay, so now when you are adding sulfur dioxide in a solution of potassium dichromate, then its color is changing from orange to green. Okay, so you have what is there? Potassium dichromate K2Cr2O7. You have SO2, that is sulfur dioxide. So what is taking place here? This SO2 becomes SO3. When this reaction occurs, when you are adding SO2 in K2Cr2O7 solution, so this SO2 becomes SO3. Then after, in addition with water, it becomes H2SO4. This SO2, when it is reacting with K2Cr2O7, now some oxygen will be added here, it will become SO3. Then after, again it will react with water and it will become H2SO4, that is sulfuric acid. So this is the reaction taking place here. Now you can see the orange color changes into green. What is the color of the what is the color of the potassium dichromate solution here? Orange. Now it is changing into green. Okay, so this is an again example of chemical reaction where the change in color taking place. Hope you are getting this now. Clearly getting? Very good. Now in the next lecture we will talk about second characteristic of the chemical reaction, that is change in state. Okay, then see you in the next lecture.